Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode, finally, of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 19 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. So, I'm trying out this new Xerneas Evoltel team. Obviously, it's been a very long time since I posted, and I do apologize for that. Basically, I didn't plan on taking a break from YouTube, but ended up being super busy with a bunch of different things, and just was kind of disappointed in like the level of content that I was putting out. Felt like I could do better, and I have a little bit more time to dedicate now to making YouTube videos again. We're kind of in an interesting phase where Sun Series is obviously ending within the end of this month, and then we're going to be switching to Moon Series. So for the last month, I'll just be playing a bunch of different teams in Sun Series that I think are fun, and maybe even take some of your guys' teams and try them out as well. Obviously try to climb as high as possible, and then Moon Series we switch over to January 8th, so the goal is basically to start making content for that maybe 2 or 3 weeks in advance. I'm wrapping up school. It's my last week, and then I'll have final exams, and then have like a month and that like a week of break or so. So during that time, I'm gonna plan on making a lot of content for Moon Series specifically. I also plan on competing more during Moon Series as well, so I'm excited for that. But thank you for all who are patient, and sorry that I haven't posted as much as I wanted, but yeah, I'm back now, and if you have suggestions for what you want to see, especially going into this next format, let me know. Anyway, let's actually talk about this team. So we're going up against Lunala Kyogre, which is pretty interesting, but there's a Trick Room component with Araquanid and Oranguru. So Evoltel Xerneas is really, both of them are quite good here, as is Amoonguss. So what do I want to lead with? That's always a question. Let's go with Evoltel and Lele, I'm thinking. I like Evoltel Lele. Alright, Evoltel Instant's not bad either, actually, for knockoff pressure. Yeah, I'm not going to bring Lele, actually. So, we're going to get into it. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like on the video. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, let me know what kind of teams you want to see at this point for Sun Series. I think one thing that I'm trying to figure out is balancing, like, making teams that are both competitively viable and fun. Because I always, I imagine that, like, when I try to make teams for YouTube, I always try to make, like, them a little bit more entertaining to watch, but I also try to make them teams that I'd actually bring to events. There was just like a discussion for a bit on Twitter about VGC content on YouTube and how it feels like people are just trying to use like these cool Pokemon for the sake of using it. And I don't know, I always felt like I struck a pretty good balance between that, but I didn't want to contribute to that problem. I still want to make content that's like very educational while entertaining to watch. So yeah, trying to really be able to strike that balance. We're going to go up against Instant Lunala for my opponent's end, okay. And my Instant's faster, which is great. Seems like a free opportunity to just fake out my opponent's Instant and Snarl, honestly. I could see Lunala protecting or switching out, but that's fine. If it protects, then next turn I can pressure it more with a knockoff. And no protect, interesting. Could be Specs Lunala, maybe going for like a Focus Blast. I'm faster too. Or it could be Lunala Trick Rooming actually, which would be interesting. But I've got the Amoonguss in the back, so I'm just going to swap that in. I gotta wonder if my opponent brought in the Coco in this game. And Trick Room? Yeah. Not much I could have done to prevent that, unfortunately. Because the Instant was going to knock me off anyway. Or sorry, fake out the Evoltel. Yeah, let's just switch Evoltel into Amoonguss here. And go for a knockoff against Lunala. I doubt Incineroar's Flare Blitzing my Evoltel. I do have the Pyapa Berry, but I'm okay losing that because Lunala shouldn't be able to pressure me with an attack at this point anyway. So we'll see if Lunala protects or not. No protect, just going to go for a knockoff into Amoonguss. Yep, that's fine. It actually does a pretty sizable amount of damage. But I'll get the knockoff in return and picks up the knockout. Perfect. So yeah, that's a favorable trade for me for sure. And it's Mentor Lunala, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, most Lunalas we see now are like either the spooky plate variant, where you have Psych Up as well next to Xerneas. That was popularized by Ashton and Jeremy. Or you can obviously run Specs Lunala as well. So Trick Room, not something we see as often, but makes sense with this team. But I wonder, it's like if my opponent brings in Kyogre, then Flare Blitz damage is reduced, right? And that would be faster than you under Trick Room. So you kind of have to bring your non-restricted in right now, but like who is that going to be? I have pretty good positioning. Actually, it's going to be Kyogre. So the main question is now, is Coco my opponent's last one? Because if not, then I'm just free to Spore everything. I also have Grass Knot Pressure as well. Yeah, I also I know Iron Ball Kyogre has risen a little bit in popularity, so I wonder if that could be a thing my opponent has. Yeah. What am I mainly worried about? Incineroar switching out into Coco, but then Kyogre can't knock me out anyway, right? So what's the downside to just sporing here? And I want to set myself up for a Xerneas endgame where I fake out and Geomancy. So let's see, I've got 3 turns of Trick Room left. Still got multiple ways I can approach this to win the game, but I'm going to Spore in case this is like slow Kyogre with Iron Ball, then and Coco comes out. I don't want to lose Incineroar. Actually, I think it's worth just staying in here and U-turning. Kyogre could protect too. It actually does protect. Okay, that's a good play. But the fact that I protected means, I mean, like Flare Blitz isn't going to knock out Amoonguss here. Oh, he's going to U-turn. Okay. It's fine by me. So hard switching instant there might have been the call. Let's see if it is Coco. Because if it's Coco, then, like, great. You prevent me from sporing you, but now it's going to be a Araquanid. Ooh, interesting. So you can't stop my spores right now. Unless a Araquanid can, like, one-shot this Amoonguss. I think I'd rather switch out Instant here. Yeah, I'm going to Spore the Kyogre again. Switch out Instant into Yveltal, because I'm trying to... Like, Xerneas just wins if it Geomancies here. And Trick Room is expiring. So the main thing is that, like, Lunala wasn't able to do too much, and Amoonguss is putting on a lot of pressure right now. But let's see if my opponent can stop this Amoonguss. Entrainment. Ooh, I don't even really know what that does. Oh. Okay. Interesting. But I just put you to sleep, yeah. Huh. That was kind of cool, I guess. So I've got my Assault Vest Yveltal. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot now, because I want to reduce the water damage output, and I'm going to Snarl. I could Spore Araquanid. I mean, yeah, okay, he's actually special Araquanid with Scald. Interesting. Which is better for me, because I'm special, obviously. I was worried about, like, a Bug Bite, but it's like, I mean, what's that really going to do? Grass Knot does so much damage to Kyogre there. That's actually a crit, and my opponent stays asleep, so that should wrap up the game. Entrainment's very interesting, though. For a second, I was like, wait, is that going to prevent me from sporing him? Because, yeah, I was thinking of, like, Will-O-Wisp. Obviously, you can't burn with Water Bubble, but that doesn't end up really doing anything for my opponent. So, yeah, that should wrap up this game now. Just going to prioritize knocking out Kyogre. I'll foul play that slot and Spore Araquanid. Yeah, my opponent can't really do anything here. I think this game demonstrates how good Amoonguss is under Trick Room. Like, my opponent just had nothing for it, right? And my opponent ends up forfeiting, yeah. Amoonguss was the MVP here. If I didn't bring that, this match would have been significantly harder, but it seemed like such a clear pick when my opponent had Kyogre. And this was definitely favored, I think, a little bit towards me, because, like, one of the reasons why I wanted to use Yveltal Xerneas is because Xerneas is obviously super, super good. And I think Yveltal protects it pretty well, especially a bulkier variant. We've seen, like, the Black Glasses variant, obviously, earlier on in the season, but I think Assault Vest is also definitely pretty viable, because you can heal back a lot with Oblivion Wing, and that part is super, super nice. And Snarls, like, if you're going up against opposing Xerneases, then you can Snarl away, and by decreasing their special attack, like, that's a pretty big deal as well, because that means it puts my Xerneas in a more favorable position. So it's, like, weird, because normally, you know, Xerneas is supposed to hard counter Yveltal, but this Yveltal at least can, like, put in some work against opposing Xerneases and put on some more pressure. Obviously, with Kartana and Amoonguss as well, like, you have to be worried about a bunch of different things. We're going to go up against a pretty interesting team here. So this team did do... I did see Salazzle, I think, go at a regional championship pretty recently, and it was really darn cool, because Xerneas really can't touch it at all. My Lele is really good here, though. I think leading it is a pretty clear answer. I'm not going to bring in Amoonguss because there's a Salazzle, a Lele, a Kartana, and an Amoonguss. Although, I mean, Amoonguss is still really good against Kyogre Xerneas, so maybe I don't want to count it out just yet. But I think lead-wise it's going to be Lele Yveltal for sure. I wish I had Tailwind on this team now. That would be nice. No, I guess Kartana's just better than Amoonguss here because it at least does more damage to everything. And Xerneas. But the thing is, if I bring Xerneas, then I have kind of a Kartana problem. I do have HP Fire on this Lele, though. which could be huge. Yeah, I don't want to bring a Mungus just because it's in threat of so much damage. I don't have Protect, and like Cortana cannot attack its way around it. Incin is like a great Pokemon to bring, but I don't know, Kyogre makes it a lot tougher. And obviously, like, there's no way my opponent doesn't bring Kyogre. Actually, maybe. I wouldn't, like, I'm not saying there's no chance, but it just seems like super good. But Salazzle is really interesting because you're fast, you've got Fake Out, you've got Sludge Bomb, and Taunt as well. So it definitely has a pretty versatile move pool. So let's see. It's going to be Salazzle and Lele. Okay. I mean, surely that's sashed Salazzle, right? Because I can't just Psyshock it for free. Psychic Seed Lele, interesting. Yeah, I mean, my opponent's probably thinking, let me just Sludge Bomb right now. You know, I could get cheeky immediately because I do have Moonblast, but I don't think that's worth. I feel like Psyshock Snarl is just the way to go right now. Yeah. He might not know I'm Scarfed either and think I just want to protect. And if it's not sashed Salazzle for some reason, that'd be huge, but like, you've got to be sashed. He's not! Huh. So like Fling? I mean, that's so good for me, not because I get a free Snarl off against the Lele as well. Wow. Scarf Lele really coming in handy here. That's one reason, I think like Lele is just pretty good because like, especially against Ashton's team, right? Like that's one of the most dominant teams right now, and it's like the Lele gives you a pretty favorable matchup immediately, which is always good. So Xerneas is going to come out now, okay, but that's okay. I'm definitely Psyshocking here into Xerneas. I think I'm just going to Psyshock and Snarl, yeah. Like, Scarf Lele with Psyshock is so good, because it just does so much damage. And so it's like, even if Xerneas sets up, it's going to have taken like 70% of damage or so, and it's going to be a +1 special attack. Meaning a Dazzling shouldn't knock out Lele. Good Protect by my opponent though. But regardless, I can still go for the same play next turn, and Lele's not knocking me out anyway. And he's probably going to be a Moonblast into Yveltal. Let's see. Nope, goes into Lele, okay. Hopefully no special attack drop, that would be bad. Ah, why do I gotta jinx myself? Alright, that's super obnoxious, but what can you do? Yeah, I'm like, this Lele is going to be absolutely useless on my opponent's end in terms of damage output, so that's good at least. And I do have Focus Sash on my Cortana in the back as well. So I'm still going to go for the same play here. I mean, I'm doing less damage with Psyshock, but Psyshock plus Snarl should still do around 50%. Actually, probably not, because Xerneas will Geomancy first. My opponent should know that the Xerneas is faster, because Lele moved before me. Yeah, that's such an unfortunate special attack drop, but oh well. Just as like every amount of damage matters against Xerneas. But my opponent's Lele is going to be at -3 special attack now. Actually, Moonblast probably should go into my Yveltal here. Nope. Gonna Psyshock my Lele, I guess. Okay, makes sense. Doesn't really do very much at all. And Snarl goes off. Hits Xerneas, that's good. And missing there could have been really annoying. Okay. So I got the first Snarl off. I think I'm going to just Snarl again here. Question is whether it's worth switching out Lele, but I think the answer is no, I should just be Psyshocking here. And if my opponent, like, so it's like if you Moonblast Yveltal, then I get the Psyshock off. If Lele here could, I think we could see Xerneas Protect and Lele just go for a Moonblast into Yveltal too. But no, he's just going to Gleam, which I'll take because that's another Snarl off. And I actually take that Gleam quite nicely. Okay. He's going to Moonblast, but he's at -3 at this point already. That does nothing. Alright, so I've just been snarling away. And it's so weird seeing Yveltal actually match up against Xerneas, but here it's working out. Question is, who do I want to bring in now? I think Cortana is definitely the safer pick. It's just, there's like a mind game of Protect or not. But I think I'll still bring it out. I mean, if I brought out Xerneas, what would I do? I could Geomancy if I brought out Xerneas, right? He's at neutral right now with his Xerneas. If I bring out Cortana, you can just Gleam. I wish Yveltal was faster, then Cortana would be definitely the safer pick. I think I'll bring Cortana and protect Cortana this turn, and Oblivion Wing Lele. Yeah, I like that. The Lele is so useless at this point, but maybe I should just Smart Strike. His Xerneas is neutral now, so another one will bring him back down to -1. If you're assuming Assault Vest Cortana, you would just Dazzling. You've got to be worried about Sash though, right? I'm gonna protect. And yeah, I think I'm actually gonna not target down the Lele. Because actually targeting down Lele is fine here. No, it could be Scarf Kyogre. I wanted to Snarl Xerneas, that's not good. Ideally Xerneas protects here, but it doesn't. Lele is the one protecting. Okay, interesting. Does he just Dazzling? Yeah. That's kind of annoying because, yeah, I mean, it felt like a 50-50 on... Oh, I survive. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's cool. But Oblivion Wing does, like, no damage in return. Terrain disappears, though, which is actually pretty big, because now I can Sucker Punch Lele. Should it choose to attack. I'm gonna Smart Strike Sucker Punch, I think. Yeah, that covers all my options. Because now you can't just get rid of my Focus Sash. I can't believe Yveltal survived. That's nuts. He does give me the now knockout with Sucker Punch. Okay, that should be game. Nice. Actually, I guess if it's Scarf Ogre, I could still lose this. Ugh. It could be Scarf Ogre. I mean, I should be able to survive a Water Spell and then Geomancy and Moonblast. So we'll have to see. But that worked out pretty much the best way possible. Yeah. Okay, so I get Xerneas out. Yveltal put in work though this game for sure. Just taking so many attacks. It is Kyogre, which is no surprise. So the play here is definitely protect Geomancy. Because if you're Scarfed, I'm screwed regardless. Well, not screwed regardless, but yeah, no, I think protecting here is definitely the call with Cortana. It's just I would need to survive a Scarf Water Spout, but I think I can. I mean, I should be able to. Pretty sure that's... Yeah. Oh, my opponent just forfeits. Okay, so, I mean, I guess my opponent wasn't Scarfed, and so if it wasn't Scarfed, then there was no chance. But even with the Scarf, I think I still end up winning. But yeah, the biggest turn this game was the fact that my opponent wasn't able to break the Focus Sash on Cortana. Yveltal Hangul was actually a pretty big deal as well, because that means I could pressure with Sucker Punch. So I wasn't expecting to hang on, but yeah, that was really, really clutch. And that's why I think Assault Vest Yveltal can be good. Because I was able to whittle down my opponent's Xerneas and made the Lele absolutely useless. But the turn 1 of this game made it super... Like, it made it a lot more manageable to win as well, just because I took care of such a big threat immediately, which was nice. So, yeah, I'll play a third one today. Also been a long time, but some pretty fun games so far to begin. Alright, let's see. I don't think there are too many people on Battle Spot right now, even. We're actually going up against an opposing Xerneas Yveltal, so that should be a fun one. Yeah, the international challenge is going on. I forgot to register for that. I probably should have, but I will be on the tournament grind in the next month or so. God, this is going to be so weird. Xerneas Yveltal Mirror. We've got 4 of the 6 same, too. And the other 2, it's like a Tapu and a Steel type. How do I approach this? Amoonguss is interesting. Stack Attack is really scary. Like, I want to bring my Cortana. Yeah, you'd imagine Lele is pretty solid here. It's just, even if I set up Xerneas, like, I think my opponent probably brings Stack Attacka. If I'm my opponent, bring Stack Attacka, Xerneas, Yveltal. Could lead Lele Cart. Do I not want to bring Ensign, though? I feel like Amoonguss is also really good here. Yeah, I should be bringing Amoonguss. But that's probably going to be Goggles Cart. Sorry, Goggle stack. I don't like this at all. Xerneas, Cart, Yveltal, Mungus. Actually, I think the call was not to bring Yveltal in this matchup. It's really bad. I don't know why I brought it. This is going to be a tough game. I think my opponent has the slight advantage with the stack attacka. Because it's like, even if I set up Xerneas, then your stack attacka still can just blow through me. And I think I shouldn't have brought Yveltal this game. Yeah. I've not played against a Xerneas Yveltal mirror, so... okay, it is Xerneas Amoonguss though, which at least my Kartana has a pretty favorable matchup, and it's just if this is HP Fire Amoonguss, which some people are actually running. So, part of the reason why I did want to bring Yveltal was because at least I've got Oblivion Wing to hit the Amoonguss. Do I think it's going to be I could honestly see it having HP Fire, which is why I'm really scared. I mean, I guess if I were really worried about HP Fire, I could just Geomancy, but I think it's better to just switch into my Amoonguss here and go for a Smart Strike, yeah. And if it has HP Fire, then he has HP Fire, and I'll take the L on that one. Let's see. No HP Fire would be great news. He switches out, that's fine. Into stack, okay. Now I have Sacred Sword pressure. If I can knock out stack, that would actually be really huge for me. Nice, okay. No HP Fire, at least this turn. So Amoonguss is absolutely useless for my opponent right now. So sporing that slot is pretty free, because I could see it switching out. I think Spore and just Sacred Sword stack attacka is safe. But I could just see stack switching out. Spore Amoonguss. I could Sacred, like, Soar the Amoonguss as well. I'm just gonna go for the Sacred Sword this turn, though. This is a, like, pretty safe position. Oh, he just gives it. Perfect. Oh, that's so good, because that's one of the biggest struggles that my team has. But the fact that Amoonguss stays in is like, okay, is it going for an attack then? Does that fit in Power Fire? No, Sludge Bombing, okay. I'm surprised my opponent was so like willing to just give up stack attack like that, and I figured Sacred Sword was a pretty safe play because my opponent's Amoonguss isn't doing anything right now, right? It's like, that's not the concern. Yveltal coming in is totally fine with me. The main thing is that my opponent's Amoonguss is just useless right now, which is so good for me because now I can just Spore the Yveltal and Smart Strike Amoonguss. And I feel pretty safe with that because Kartana's got the Sash. Knockoff shouldn't knock out Amoonguss. And I want to put on the pressure against my opponent's Amoonguss because 2 Smart Strikes with the Beast Boost now should get the knockout. And so if I'm able to do that, then I can bring in my Xerneas and potentially pressure Geomancy. But I think I've rushed my moves a little bit too fast. Should have thought about it a little bit more. Either way, I like my position because now I've got the same Pokemon just with the Kartana advantage, and Kartana is huge. No switch outs, no protects, okay. But yeah, I think you can't really be switching on Amoonguss there. He's just going to knock off, that's fine. Into Kartana, which is perfect because that means I get the Spore off. Sweet. And that should honestly seal up the game because Amoonguss doesn't look like he can touch my Kartana, so Kartana should just sweep through now. Yeah, and he's just trying to bait the Spores, but obviously I'm not going to give it to him. I'm honestly just going to attack around the Amoonguss right now because it's not doing anything. Yeah, I just want to knock out the Yveltal. And Amoonguss protects, which is perfect. So the reason why I didn't want to knock out Amoonguss there was because I didn't want to give it a free switch in into the Xerneas. And I know Yveltal is a guaranteed free target this turn. Let's see how much that does. Not bad at all. And now I'm just going to Rage Powder and Smart Strike. Yeah. Targeting Amoonguss might have been better there. Yeah, because I would have gotten the Xerneas. I was worried about this one play if the Yveltal managed to wake up as well. And protects. So if it doesn't go opt for a protect, then I win the game. It has to wake up and protect. Okay, nice. Cortana was the real MVP here. That's part of the reason why Cortana and Amoonguss are both so good, because like Amoonguss is really good, and so Cortana like can attack around it because of the rage powders. But yeah, my opponent just giving up the stack attack was so huge. Like giving me the beast boost, giving up your main answer to my Xerneas was huge, and I didn't even need to bring out either restricted Pokemon in this game, which was really big. So at first I was like, oh man, like I feel like my opponent has the advantage with stack attack, but no, Cortana's just too good. And the fact that Amoonguss didn't have like HP Fire made my life a lot easier. Okay, let's say maybe it has and hasn't used it at this point. I mean, is there any way I could lose this game? Yeah, it's just Clear Smog, Smart Strike, Xerneas. I mean, even if you had HP Fire, Amoonguss, my Amoonguss, like I just bring Yveltal, yeah, my opponent ends up forfeiting. Nice! Some pretty solid games today, against all kinds of different archetypes as well, but I'm pretty content with how I played those. I think each Pokemon demonstrated their worth. Like in that last game, Scarflele put on some pressure, which was nice. And then this one, definitely the Cortana was the MVP. And then Yveltal has definitely been super good as well. So I didn't even set up like Xerneas as much as I expected to in today's episode, but we had some pretty solid games overall. And yeah, it was a good intro to the team, I think. I didn't mean to save the video, but it's definitely like different because with offensive Yveltal, you're not expecting to stay on the field as long, but with Assault Vest, like your goal is to really just spam Snarl and get as many Snarls off as possible. And yeah, sometimes like that can be really good. It's just you have to play a little bit more calculated and put yourself into a position where like you're still doing fair damage. And obviously going up against like Incineroar can kind of be annoying. We didn't actually face as many today as expected, but yeah, pretty interesting games overall. And I will be bringing more of this team for a little bit, and then I want to switch around and just use all the different teams in Sun Series before we switch formats. And I'm definitely open to trying out some of your guys' teams, or if you have suggestions for mons that you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments below as well. But yep, it's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. I know it's been a long time, but I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to be a lot more active in December and January, and let me know what kind of content you want to see for the end of Sun Series and also the beginning of Moon Series once January comes around. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, peace.